What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Today's video we're going to be working on the Overlander build again. This video is going to be the tonneau cover install. I've been waiting on it all morning, that's why you hear the traffic, the garage doors are up. I've been watching for that UPS truck all morning so we can get this thing installed. It has been raining all morning, so probably going to get a little wet putting this thing on today, but let's unbox it and see how it looks. All right, so the tonneau cover that I ended up going with is the Tiger tonneau cover. It is on Amazon. I'll have it linked in the video description below if you end up liking it. They make this tonneau cover for, I think, every single truck on the market. You just put in your make and model of the vehicle you got, and it'll pull up the right one for your vehicle. It is cheap. I believe this is under $200. So it is a tri-fold. It's supposed to be able to bolt on with like 4 bolts. I should be able to use it on my Tacoma using the track system, so there's no drilling involved, there's no cutting. It is supposed to be just bolt and go, you know, so that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully it's a good tonneau cover. We're gonna find out here in just a minute. The reviews were great. There's another one that had good reviews that was in the same ballpark as this one. It's called the Gator. But you know, after I looked it up, I started comparing the one that's a Gator, because that's the one my dad has on his Tacoma, and they looked identical. I mean, even down to the stitching, they looked identical, all except for the end of one. One of them said Gator and one of them said Tiger. So I'm assuming that they're made in the same factory. They look like they were made in the same factory, except for the Tiger was $50 or $60 cheaper. So I went with the Tiger. Let's get it open and see what it looks like. Now this does say that it's 2019 Tacoma, but they didn't change anything, so it should be the same. Look at there, when you open it up, it's got the weather stripping on the side. It's even got instructions. Wow, most of this stuff. Oh, so they send, that's what this is. This is the actual kit. I thought you had to buy this separate, but you don't. It is the weather kit. So if you're wanting to really waterproof the bed of your truck, which I'm hoping to get mine as waterproof as possible, you have to be able to fill in certain gaps. And I'll show you an up close of that here in a minute after we get into the install. But what it is at the front of the bed on these Tacomas, and probably a lot of other trucks, the bed is not formed. There's a slot, and even with a top on it, there's still going to be rainwater be able to come in the sides, and they send everything you need to put where it's supposed to go. I guess I can show you up close here. See, there's the front of the bed with a little gap. These actually go in between that and seal it off, just like that. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was something I was going to have to order separate, but it ain't. Wow, this thing comes with a storage bag, so if you want to remove it and use the bed of your truck, you don't just have your tonneau cover laying in the floor of your garage. Mounting instructions. This thing's gonna be nicer than I thought. So far it is anyway. Pull the bag off. I can't believe it come with a bag. That's so cool. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to take the tent off. I really didn't want to, and I could probably finagle around it, but I think it's just gonna be much easier if I just back up, pull the tent off. I mean, that's why I built that electric hoist system in here, to pick the tent on and off the truck anyway. So let's do that. Let's get this thing off the truck. That hard. I'll just loosen up these inside bolts and slide this rack out, and then we can get it installed and put the rack back on. further, I'll show you guys real quick where those two little foam pieces went. Right there. Let's see if y'all can see that. That's it right there. I just kind of squeezed it straight down on both sides. And there's a gap right here, and those go right in there and fill in that gap, so water can't come in when you're driving through this front side right here. That's all it is. All right, so I got all the aluminum pieces slid in the track, and they're loose. There's a little set screw that you can snug them down, but I don't know exactly where they're gonna go yet. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have to put the tonneau cover on and crawl up under here and get everything lined up and locked down where it's supposed to be. And then I can put these back into place where they're supposed to be. It's gonna be tight in there and wet. Shoo! Sound like flare. All right, she's on. Let's see how she looks. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it outside so y'all can get a better look at it, and I can get a better look at it, but it looks good. I don't know why everything I do's gotta be so much more complicated than it's supposed to be. I mean, of course it was way more complicated because I had the rooftop tent, and then I had to put everything back in, get everything squared back up. It's been raining, the bed was wet, I'm soaking wet, but it's on. I think it looks great. Let's pull it outside and look at it. Looks so good on the truck. I got it sealed up, man, that thing fits so smoothly too. The quality of this Tiger tonneau cover is great. Let's turn you guys around. Check this out. Let me get it where I can actually carry the tripod. Look at this. See, there's a little Tiger patch on the corner. And see, the gator that I was telling you guys about looks identical to this, except for it says gator right here. So I've got a feeling they're made in the same place. But this one is a lot cheaper. And I might have this a little too tight right there. You see how it kind of swoops up? That's one of the tie down spots on the inside is right there. But man, this thing looks good. I'm gonna be able to keep our stuff dry and safe when we go camping. It's got a good seal right here too. I thought that gasket was for back here that was in the pack, but it's actually if you need it for the front. And I didn't need it. It sealed up really good in the front. I would show you guys, but you can't really see in here a whole lot. But it locks down. It's got two handles right here that you undo. Let's see, you undo the handles like this, and then you can raise it up, which that's about as far as I can go with it. It's not too bad. I don't plan on hauling anything in this truck that I don't need the tonneau cover on for. You just lock it back down. What's really cool about this is if I wanted to take it off, I just pop those 4 latches. There's 2 back here and 2 up front. Pop them off, slide it out, put it in the case that it came in, and stick it in the garage. It's gonna be perfect for camping. I love it. So we got it on. The next step in this process is going to be the ditch lights that go on the hood. We're gonna wire them up, we're gonna mount them, I'm gonna run it in. I ordered the button, this looks like a factory button that goes on the dash to control, turn on and off the ditch lights. And after that, we gotta pick out which rooftop light we wanna go with. Slowly but surely, we're gonna turn this thing into a sweet Overlander. After we get all the little stuff taken care of, we're gonna be looking into the suspension and the wheels and tires. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.